Hello everyone, welcome back to another video in the channel Charge More. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to the channel Charge More. Please remember to keep your comment decent non-offensive. If you're not subscribed to the channel Charge More, please hit that bell notification to get notifications when the channel receives uploads. Yeah, this is an important video that I wanted to just get out there, because this one is actually, well, this is a serious problem. Like, hackers and leakers, well, it's a huge problem. And, you know why it can be a big issue. It's basically a big issue because basically you are just like, you may be a hacker or a leaker, and you might just be, may just be a hacker and a leaker for, well, obviously for, quite a bad purpose. Yeah, you probably just, like, you probably are a leaker, a famous leaker, that obviously has the, lineup for, just about, like, what the video game industry may have, planned for you. You might just be thinking, you might be just, wanting to, leak just about everything that is just like, well, you're just wanting to hack and leak stuff, cause, obviously, no, you want to, I'll put it this way, I'll just say this plain and simple. I think the purpose for hacking and leaking is hacking and leaking can get you just hyped up for, like, absolutely, bad reasons. Alright. The consequences of leaking, they can be so, like, well, it can be overwhelming, alright? And, yeah, the famous leaker by the name of Natethehate is, obviously, according to, Kit Alice, he, said that obviously Natethehate has a very good track record of making very accurate guesses. But obviously, hackers and leakers can't really, like, they can't, know exactly everything that obviously you would need to, like, know what, like what's in store for you. For, like, in the year. Alright, I don't even know how you can predict everything, right, all the way from January all the way up to December 31st. Alright, I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you can get everything right in those amount of years. I mean, just because Natethehate has like a nice track record of keeping everything accurate. Alright? Obviously, a leaker cannot know exactly everything right. Sure, they could leak everything that's on Nintendo's website, but is that what really Nintendo has planned? Or is somebody putting stuff on Nintendo's website just to make it look like that they are just putting, you know, stuff that is, you know, untrue stuff. All right, now let's see. That's what I want to know. Yeah, everybody knows that. All right, a lot of people should know this already. Okay, and yeah, hackers and leakers. Well, especially leakers. Alright, especially leakers, they obviously just have a way of getting things wrong. Alright, I don't know how you could just know everything from January to December 31st of every year and leak just about everything right and get everything right at a perfect 100%. No errors whatsoever. Alright, I've never seen a leaker do that. Alright? I've seen leakers try to... I've seen leakers just try to, get a lot of things right. And, you know, their leaks turned out to be untrue. Alright, so, to get everything right, well, I have to say, you know, I have to say, no, I've got to say, you know what I gotta say? I'm gonna say that, you know, people don't understand. I guess they don't really understand completely that, hey, you know, hackers and leakers are just not going to get everything right. They can't. And by that, I mean, you know, it's hard for a leaker to get, like, you know, everything 100% accurate. Alright, you can't. I don't know how you can do it. Alright, so, I mean, you can't do it. Alright. So, yeah, who's going to, who's going to really, you know, like I said, you can't know everything from, you can't know everything here. You can't know what, you know what, every video game company is going to have in store for the whole year. Alright, I haven't seen anybody be able to do that. Alright, and I don't care how good of a track record there is, but I can certainly say, you know, whatever it is, it's just, you know, in my personal opinion, I think it's just, you know, I think it's just designed to just, get people hyped up for, you know, a lot of untrue facts. Untrue facts that obviously don't have anything to do with, they don't have anything to do with you know, what Nintendo would have in store for you for the year. Alright, now Splatoon Raiders would be released around somewhere in 2027. That's what I think about it. Right there. And yeah, just put it this way. Oh yeah, right. You can't get everything accurate here. So, you know, like I said, you know, you gotta, you know, you just gotta be, you gotta be diligent here. Alright, obviously, they're trying to get you hyped up for absolutely nothing. And you know, you gotta be, you gotta stay alert here. I mean, there are hackers and leakers that you might be able to listen to. People that will probably be able to give you information about a lot of stuff. But that doesn't mean, it certainly doesn't mean that you can, you know, you can't be, you know, how should I actually say it here? It's actually pretty shady what goes on. Okay. Alright, obviously, hackers and leakers just, you know, they just have ways of just getting you hyped up for just absolutely nothing. Most of the time. Some of the time. Alright, that's what I have to say on that. Now, I don't know why it is, but, you know, I feel like this just is, it's just, you know, in my personal opinion, I think this is all just, like, I guess you could call it propaganda is what I would call it. Cause, that's kind of what this is. I just don't understand why this happens the way that it does. Alright, this is just, obviously, it's just, overwhelming. It's just overwhelming. This drives people up a wall, and I just, people can have enough of it. Now, I don't know what the leaker Natethehate had, but obviously he's trying to actually be like a perfect leaker and thinking what Nintendo has in store for us for the rest of the year and that stuff. I have to say this, now, regardless of clean track records, alright, and regardless of Natethehate getting everything accurately right, alright, not all 100% of it is going to be right. Alright? He's not always going to be 100% right on a lot of stuff. So, in a lot of ways, I would not trust the stuff that Natethehate would actually be, the news that he'd actually share. So I'm not trying to make him look like he's wrong on lots of things. But he just doesn't really, I don't think, as leakers, I don't see how you could get everything 100% right on a leak. Alright? And just leak everything that Nintendo has in store for us. And then call that, that's what Nintendo has in store for us for 2026 or 2027 or, yada 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 and so on. And then, I've never seen a leaker be 100% right on stuff. So I obviously have to say, in a lot of ways, I would not trust Natethehate. I would not. Alright. As far as gaming news that I'm hungry for, okay, I would look at, accurate sources, like the eShop, Nintendo eShop, and Switch Planet. I trusted sources that obviously they show the stuff that Nintendo's ready to actually present to us or show us. Or just watching a Nintendo Direct. Alright. I trust more accurate sources that get their source of information right. And yet, Natethehate can get some things right. But, are we going to have a Nintendo Direct in June? Or is this just going to be another partner showcase? That's the question that I want to know. But, if you just keep on watching and staying true to what Nintendo actually has in store for us, then you actually would know. But don't trust leakers 100% of the time. Alright. There's no perfect leaker out there that could get every 100% of their information right. Alright, anybody can be like, hey, this is what Nintendo shows, and this is what Nintendo has in store for us, and that stuff. You should listen to me, because I'm the one that gives you the accurate source of news. I'm like, whoa, really? Really? Is that what Nintendo has in store for us? Do you think they have, like, a new Paper Mario game out there? Or do you think that they would give us, you know, what about a new Legend of Zelda game? Or a new, you know, a new Pokemon game? Yeah, which is obviously Pokemon Winds and Waves. Alright, and that was, what, confirmed by the Pokemon Company themselves? Alright, so, yeah, okay. So as far as a new Mario Kart game or new Legend of Zelda game, no, I'm not so sure about that. Splatoon Raiders are going to come out, at least, I'd guess, either this year or in 2027 somewhere. Alright, but I'm not going to make accurate guesses on when they would be released. Alright, Pokemon Winds and Waves are coming out in 2027 somewhere. Alright, Splatoon Raiders may come out this year or, you know, in 2027. We just don't know when. And I obviously I'm not going to go any further on that. I'm not going to make my assumptions and just, you know, just, being, pretend like I'm 100% accurately right on what Nintendo has in store for us. Alright, I'm not going to do that. I mean, the other people out there could probably do that and leak everything that Nintendo has in store for us, but I'm certainly not going to be doing that. You know what? If I actually turned out and found out that my guesses were absolutely propaganda and misinformation and that stuff, I'd be getting a lot of backlash, and I'd probably be getting a lot of dislikes on my, if I were making a channel, or a video on my channel, and I was saying everything that Nintendo had in store for us, and that stuff, you know what? If my guess is wrong, I'd be getting a lot of backlash, and you know what? I couldn't even put up with it. So anyway, guys, that's what's gonna do it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what it says here, please comment, like, and subscribe to the channel, Charles Morse. And, well, not gonna be, making, inaccurate guesses on what Nintendo has in store for us. And this is Charles Morse. Have a good day. I will see you on my next video.